那各位球迷们已经可以慢慢的入座了，精彩的比赛我们准备一下。
现场的球迷朋友们，赶紧入座，甚至是要记得把你的口罩戴好戴满。我们防疫做好做满呢，保护彼此也保护自己。
各位球迷朋友们，好久不见！欢迎大家今天来参加2022新北国王女王主题周。现场呢，会看到很多球迷朋友都穿上粉红色的商品服装，不论你是国王、女王，戴上皇冠，跟我们一起做自己的王。我是今天的主持人，球给彭尊的彭尊。
我是你们今天的主持人，来自 TC Top Collection B to the K Bread to Skin 黑皮音乐。我的名字叫汉地 Handy Lee， 给我们今天一个最大的暴动声 ，Come
on！Let's go Kings！
好的，我们呢3月是充满这个爱的月份，
是的，
毕竟有我们这个情人节，无论是妇女节还是我们白色的情人节，这个城市的每个角落都因为爱而充满着温暖。好，那我们本周呢，新北国王呢特地携手Lululemon 来一起为我们打造我们这个女王主题周。那我们今天呢，球员也即将换上我们这个女王粉的主题球衣，
小粉红色的。那相信呢，大家进场的时候就已经看到 Lululemon 呢有非常多现场体验的活动。那除了场外呢，场内你们热情的加油声呢，也会有机会获得 Lululemon 提供价值31万的商品。让我们一起在新庄掀起粉红浪潮。
Holy crap！ 好，那除了我们的 Lululemon 之外呢，今天也有非常多的赞助厂商一同参与我们本次的女王主题周。首先，感谢我们的新东阳，只要今天参加我们的中场游戏，那我们3位的幸运粉丝就有机会拿到我们由新东阳所提供的1万元的提货券。
好吃。
好，那接下来呢，球场的周围呢，也有我们韩国彩妆代表的品牌 Attitude 来照顾我们现场每一位所有的女王们。那此外呢，我们台湾的奥迪在新庄体育馆大门也展示我们帅气外表兼具性能非常高的车款 RS e-tron GT，
在外面真的太帅了。那以及呢，刚刚跟和国王结盟的 KK Bus， 只要今天入手 KK Bus 3人或6人的家庭方案呢，就有机会获得价值1000元以上 VIP 好礼以及周边商品。最后呢，要特别感谢我们赞助商不断的提供这么有趣、这么棒的活动，来力挺新北国王，一起推动运动精神，包含呢。在新北市拥有众多据点的 Global Mall 环球购物中心、国际知名饭量品牌 Costco， 以及和我们口罩联名的药师健生活。
没错，大家给我们以上的赞助厂商一点掌声吧 ，Come on！
谢谢他们，才会有我们这么精彩的比赛。
谢谢我们的干爹干妈哈。好，那接下来在球员进场之前，老样子，我们要来宣布今天的2楼解锁任务。只要呢我们在比赛中达成特定的条件，下周3月28到4月1号，注意是下周的328到4月1号，只要凭票根呢到我们的2楼餐厅门市消费，就可以享有我们的这个特殊优惠。而今天的解锁任务就是，只要我们新北国王队突破100分。 那我们呢就可以凭票根，在下周的时候与一位女性同行，就可以享有早午餐第2件半价的优惠。所以请球迷朋友们把你们的票根留好，让我们今天一起为我们这个双北大战，为我们新北国王队加油！一起拿好看，大家掌声鼓励。好的，相信大家听我们说了这么多话，应该也是非常迫不及待。毕竟我们今天呢，是我们久违回到我们这个主场。没错，所以大家你们等一下的拍拍扇跟尖叫声，千万一定要拿出100%的实力，让对方看看我们真的新北国王的球迷不是这么好惹的啊！
没错。
好，那接下来呢，大家非常期待，让我们首先欢迎我们新北国王啦啦队 Chris 所带来的开场表演。
Let's go。
Do you see me out there vibing freely? I don't care, I'm a vibe anyway. Take a vibe for about that. Applying pressure cause I'm free. It's the vibe for me, it's your vibe for me. Do you see me out there vibing freely? I don't care, I'm a vibe anyway. Take a drive for about that. Applying pressure cause I'm free. The vibe for me, it's your vibe for me. Do you see me out there vibing freely? I don't care, I'm a vibe anyway. Take a drive or about that, flying pressure cause I'm rare. Nobody's quite like you. Baby, you got confidence, it's true. You got away with your words. Forget a stage, you'll be hurt. You elevate your worth and you can't be played, you see. Baby, it's the vibe for me, it's your vibe for me. Do you see me out there vibing freely? I don't care, I'm a vibe anyway. Take a drive for about that, flying pressure cause I'm prayer. It's the vibe for me, it's your vibe for me. Do you see me out there vibing freely? I don't care, I'm a vibe anyway. Take a drive over about that, flying pressure cause I'm ready.
给我们新北国王的 Crazy 的最大的尖叫声！耶，谢谢我们的女王们。那先在旁边稍作休息一下。那我们呢，接下来交给我们的彭尊。
To know just what I like. Now I'm falling. You say my name like I have never heard before. I'm indecisive, but this time I know for sure. I hope I'm not the only one that feels it all.
今天的对战组合由联盟龙头富邦勇士对上我们主场球队新北国王。双方球员准备就绪，精彩的比赛即将开打。首先为各位介绍客队富邦勇士球员登录名单：0号赖廷恩，1号林书伟，2号钱伟如，3号张宗宪，8号周桂瑜。12号林志杰，13号林梦雪，14号蔡文成，17号辛特利，21号曾祥军，23号石伯恩，32号赛瑟夫，76号曾文鼎。总教练许敬哲，助理教练吴永仁、江志杰、魏维、林伟浩，领队蔡成儒。接下来，请所有球迷把你们的目光移至上方大荧幕。 进场的是新北国王 ，Number 24，关键大心脏，小胖洪志善。Number 11，国王谭华，左手怪杰 KJ 洪凯杰。Number 3，来自国立体大小敏陈俊南。Number 7，观众哪爱看？小丽林丽人。Number 10，禁卫军弓箭手，微笑射手简佑哲。Number 1，高炮台射手 Mason 李盈峰。Number 25，来自政治大学 Omar 小 Q 聂欧马。Number 50，禁卫军门神 Q Quincy Davis。接下来为各位介绍先发5人 ，Starting Five。Number 9，全能后场指挥官，新北标锋玫瑰李凯燕。Number 34，禁卫军大手 DeAndre Liggins。Number 33，最强G95老板杨新志。Number 40，汤姆斯小火车 Thomas Welsh。Finally， Number 6，禁卫军士官长，新北大美族战士杨志明。总教练 Ryan 马上，助理教练陈思念、张可群，球员发展顾问许浩成，体能教练张崇熙，球队经理洪志虎，防护员邱博凯，数据分析师林振宇，总经理毛家恩，执行长陈信生。
好的，双方球队球员握完手之后，麻烦我们客队的球员，请先到球员席稍作休息。我们新北国王的球员们，麻烦请留步。好，来麻烦到我们的中间集合，谢谢。感谢我们新北国王的球员们，来面对我们的镜头，来前面。
Please come to center.
好，那这边呢，我们邀请我们的 Phil 跟我们的 James， 我们的毛总一同上台来进行我们的大合照。好，我们再集中一点。好，那我们呢，这边也请我们新东阳麦生阳麦总经理一同上台，我们的媒体朋友们也请移动你们脚步，让我们一起见证我们新北国王女王主题周的赛事。OK， 欢迎我们的麦总麦生阳。好，我们呢整体再稍微靠右边一点，我们的摄影师是中间这位戴眼镜油头的帅哥，来看着他，来准备3、2、1，好，再一张3、2、1，还有我们媒体朋友们还没有捕捉到我们镜头的吗？好，都可以了。那这边谢谢我们新北国王的球员们，然后我们这边也谢谢我们的毛总以及 Bills， 然后我们呢也谢谢我们的麦生阳麦总经理。我们的比赛准备等一下就要开始了。 在我们比赛正式开始之前，我们老样子，我跟彭尊呢要教大家怎么跟我们新北国王的大家一起这个加油以及防守。那这边呢，我们邀请到我们新北国王最辣的啦啦队 Chris 来跟我们一起为大家这个加油打气，大家给他们一点掌声以及尖叫声吧 ，Make some noise！ 好的，好，首先呢，我们要教的就是我们的 defense。我们的 defense 呢非常简单，我们现在把规则就是改成，大家手上应该都有拿到我们今天这个女王主题周的粉色拍拍扇吧？有的话，帮我们把它举起来，让我们看见，好吗 ？OK，All right， 非常好。我们的 defense 呢，就是要捍卫我们的王城，让我们跟我们的新北国王啦啦队 Chris 一起来捍卫我们的王城吧 ！DJ 上 ，Drop the beat， defense， 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 defense。没错，这就是我们的 defense。那接下来呢，我们进攻的时候，就是我们国王的专属口号 ，Let's go Kings！ 让我们一起拿下这座王冠，在我们的女王主题周 DJ 上 ，Drop the Kings！Let's go Kings！Let's go Kings！Let's go Kings！Let's go Kings！Let's go Kings！Let's go Kings! Let's go Kings! Let's go Kings! Let's go Kings! Let's go Kings! Alright， 以上呢就是我们的 defense 以及我们的 Let's go Kings。那当然呢，我们的新北国王，我们 New Taipei King 也有我们专属的主题曲，叫做Crown the City。在这之前呢，我们要先教大家动作怎么做。那有请我们的新北国王啦啦队 Chris 一起。我们首先举起你们的双手，来向右挥，左右左，然后再伸出你的右手，举4次，呵呵呵。没错，动作就这么简单。再一次啊，来 ，5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. It's Game 5 of the P.LEAGUE A Subway Series. The Taipei Fubon Braves have created some distance in the standings with their 7-game winning streak, taking on the new Taipei Kings, who themselves have won 2 straight. I'm Ryan Chen, as always, your play-by-play on this P.LEAGUE English broadcast this weekend, joined by Kai on the commentary. Kai Shu.
Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here.
The current standings after yesterday's Pilots victory, the Braves lead the field at 13-6. The Kings 1.5 games behind at 10-6. They are currently tied with the Dreamers, who will be the road team against the Steelers down in Kaohsiung. That's also an exciting matchup. The return of Zhou Yixiang, and hopefully also Captain Lu and Little Lu from his national team duties. On the Mandarin side, we have Coach Chen Ziwei on the left and Eddie Zhang Yaozong. 球迷朋友，你按到了英文的转播，要看中文的转播，按中文的转播连接即可。Now, the last time these two teams played, Kai, that was all the way back in Game 25. The Kings blew the brakes off of the Braves in Heping.
That's right.
But it's kind of been a change of things for the Braves. First, let's listen to what these players have to say to Coach Chen.
要保持中立，但心里要为我们政大学生加油哦！国王加油！
政大加油！
四位教练辛苦了。
A little surprise for Coach Chen Ziwei, who is the coach of the champion Zhenzi University Griffins, repeat champions this season, going 22-1 in the UBA season. And his first broadcasting experience was actually right here in Xinzhuang, so a little special surprise for him. One of those players, Hong Kai-jie, will not be starting only for the second time, maybe trying to change things up for the youngster.
That's
Pre-game we had JJ.
因为毕竟前几场都比较低迷，然后出手感觉也不是很好，然后在上场有能够单节有这么不错的表现，我觉得是让我增加信心的一场比赛。对，很兴奋啊，因为回家比赛第一场就能遇到龙头，然后就很开心，然后回家比赛，然后能遇到那个第一名的球队，所以我们今天一定会全力以赴，就是跟他们就是拼战到底。
JJ speaking about his good performance last time against the Pilots, but also coming home after a long road trip and taking on the first place team, having a chance to jump right back into the top of the Plus League standings. So JJ in game 56 had 15 points in the second quarter, tying Amigo for a season high domestic player high. He did a lot of that in the open court in fast breaks.
Yeah, that's right. JJ is a great microwave player that can shoot the lights out if given the opportunity. Last game, we saw what he can do. Not only is he one of the most elite shooters in the league right now, he's also a great off-ball player. You know, the backdoor, the cuts. He scored 6 points, I think, under the basket from just timely passing from his teammates. And I think that just shows what a complete player that he is.
On the other side, Joseph Lin.
上半季我们很多 something, so I guess that affects our chemistry a lot. 然后我个人就是我打比较多，最要加强就是三分球。这季应该是我全来台湾最低的命中率，从三分线。So yeah, definitely need to shoot better from 3-point.
Joseph Lin on this season only 22% beyond the arc. Last season 35%. Though the caveat is, Kai, he shoots 59% from inside in 2-point range. Last year only 47.
Yeah, even though his 3-point shot has taken a huge dip this season, I feel like he has become a better player in general. Not only is he playing at a greater pace, I also feel like his shot selection has been more mature and polished.
So as we mentioned, the Braves currently on a 7-game winning streak. To get a little technical with you, their offensive rating 112, defensive rating 93. Very big difference from the season average of a 99.7. The first graphic we have is a comparison of the point guards we expect to get the bulk of the minutes. Joseph Lin, 11 points per game, 4 assists, and 1.4 steals against number 9, Kyle Lee Kai-yin, 12.9 points per game, 5.4 assists, 2.3 steals. Though we see his play kind of take a slow little dip gradually in kind of the middle third of the season.
Right. I mean, Joseph, even without that 3-point shot, is still playing at a fairly high level. And Kyle, as we all know, has been a possible Rookie of the Year candidate. This matchup is going to be really exciting to watch.
Kyle opened the season with 8 straight games scoring in double digits, which is 15 points per game, 6.8 assists per game. But in the 8 games since, we see the addition of Chris McCullough, who unfortunately sustained an injury, and then DeAndre Liggins.
好，我们两队球员，我是新东阳总经理麦生阳，今天很荣幸来这帮您帮开球。那我们国王队过去2个月很辛苦，都是做客场，今天好不容易回到我们主场，希望大家帮他们加油，让我们
making their shredded pork. Mai Sen-yang with a word of encouragement for the home team, noting it is the kind of a special number. Braves trying to get their 8th win in a row. The Kings played 8 road games last time they played the Braves.
It sure is the lucky number for them.
Now the starting lineup for the Braves from left to right, the aforementioned Joseph Lin, joined by Jet, Michael Singletary, Ling Mengshi, and Igor Zaytsev. A set they love to stick with this second season. For the Kings, it's Kyle, joined by DeAndre Liggins, Amigo, last introduced. Yang Xinzi, number 33, and number 40, Thomas Welsh. Crew chief for this afternoon's game in the middle, Lai Jianzong. As we mentioned, the Braves on a big winning streak. All kinds of stats kind of work in their favor. I mentioned overall ratings, that's a big thing. Though, interestingly enough, they only shot 29% from 3. So you can imagine how much better they could be playing, even though going with no losses in 7 games. Big change from last season is Beast, Lin Zijie, only having the 1 start in opening day, but since then been a bench player, though he has played very efficiently. 20 minutes per game, 10.9 points, 5 rebounds, 3.3 assists, shooting 49% from the field, so a big boost coming off the bench. Him and a lot of other Braves. Here's the whistle and the tip. Things will get started off with the Kings sporting their pink jerseys as part of a special Lululemon themed weekend. Thomas Welsh and Kyle on the side. Gonna be a corner jumper, good. That gets things started. Zaisef at the high post. Dead on the handoff. Joseph Lin shakes right, floats it. It's an air ball. Can only save inbounds. Jet beating the shot clock with the flush. Again, Kyle losing the dribble this time. Michael Singletary will throw it up court. Jet with confidence hits the 3.
And that's the Jet that we know and love from last season, the reigning MVP of +League.
This season hitting a quarter of his 3-point attempts. The Kings themselves are the best 3-point shooting team in the league as Amigo leaves 1 short. A lot of attention, another shot by Jet and another hit.
Oh.
Eight straight. Yang Xinzi making his 8th start of the season. Got a lot of the playing time early. Bounce pass and Welsh gets the roll. To the basket, Li Mengxue blows the layup. They switch sides. Kyle to Welsh, elbow jumper, yes. Efficient scoring start to this one. Jet, Mengxue trying the baseline jumper. No good. DeAndre Liggins to the races. Joseph Lin getting the hands on, but it's an and 1.
You know, we're really seeing a different Jet this game. In the first half of the season, he really struggled with that outside shot, but today he showed a lot of confidence and immediately drilled 2 3-point shots beginning of the game.
DeAndre Liggins, the 3rd import for the Kings, will be getting the lion's share of the starts, with McCullough out with his knee injury. Finishes the 3-point play. Now the Kings lead. Joseph Lin down to Zaisef. Easy pick and roll.
And the Braves, they really love that double screen at the high end.
for lost Yang and he's open for a layup.
And the Kings came back with the same set.
Joseph Lin now. Off the backboard. Bounces it out. Welsh with another rebound. Down the baseline, Amigo, Kyle, Liggins kind of recover after the drop. Now hits the three. (14-10) for the home team. Nothing on the post up. Joseph Lin getting the bump, not the call. And Monsher able to get the awkward finish. Immediately, the Kings want to go quick. Now Amigo will fire from three. He hits it. Home sweet home indeed. Jet tried the tough fadeaway.
Oh. The Kings are in deep trouble if Jet keeps playing with this aggressiveness.
Zaisev pokes it out of bounds on the baseline. No substitutions for either team. Already 5 minutes in, a really good flow to this game. Only 6 missed field goals combined. They've already taken 19 shots. So there's 10 points, 4 for 4 for Jet.
You know, both teams firing on all cylinders at the beginning of the game. But Jet, I mean, he's playing at a different level right now. He's playing at an MVP level right now in this game.
Amigo from the baseline, no good. Singletary the outlet. Joseph and Monsher on the same side. Cross matchup, Joseph Lin gets it out. Jet on the curl, another tough shot, this time missing to the left. Handoff. Liggins and Welsh playing the two-man game. Almost out of bounds, but the Kings recover. Three from Kyle, off to the right. Team rebound there by the Braves imports. Jet to the basket. There's going to be a foul call on Liggins. It's our first break in the action. Exciting back and forth. Plus League is back one last week in March. We'll go to break, back after this. Leave a like on the stream. It is the last weekend of Sangye Burangla. Taipei Queens out on the court for their first quarter performance. Meanwhile, the basketball players enjoying a high-scoring affair. Only 6 minutes in, a combined 31 points by the two teams. Kind of a little bit to our surprise, both teams playing man-to-man defense. See the Braves try to go zone against the Kings in previous matchups. But against Jet, showing off a little bit more range than we're accustomed to, getting things done on that end of the floor.
Yeah, one of the biggest gripes that some fans might have had on Jet this season is his passiveness at times on the offensive end and his lack of shooting. And this game, he's totally changing that narrative right now.
On the season from the field, only a 33% shooter. Like I mentioned, 20 for 80, which is 25% from 3, which is good. Now he'll have a chance at the line. Makes the first. In yesterday's game, a ton of points left at the line for both the Pilots and the Lioneers. So far in this one, a 3 for 3 start combined. Kyle and Welsh on the same side again. Jumper, no. Kyle grabbing his own board. Poked away by Zaitsev, recovered by Kyle, running low on time. We'll take the pull up, leaves it short. No changes for either team as Jet gets it out. Singletary, big 3, leaves his shot short. Maybe a little bit of return to the mean. Liggins and Welsh. And now an and one on the jump shot. Well, Singletary probably asking that the contact happened after the shot took flight. Get another look at it.
Well, a high-end pick and roll for Liggins. Singletary tried to go over him and instead just made a little bit more contact than he should have. And that was and one for Liggins.
Brendan Smart and Beast will come in for the Braves. On the other side, Mason Li Yingfeng will take the place of Yang Xingzi. So Liggins already 8 points, 3 for 3 himself. But the first missed free throw of the game. Horn set with Jet, firing from 3, nailing another.
He's really, really feeling it.
On the baseline, almost falling out of bounds. Liggins to Mason, his first shot of the game. Big bouncing out. Kyle, look what I found, blows the layup. Well, we have a over-aggressive kind of make-up hustle play by Kyle, and he knows he's going to the bench after that.
Well, that was definitely a bad foul, but I think those 2 offensive rebounds that Kyle just pulled out just demonstrates what a good player that he is. He's not only just good at driving, facilitating, he's also good at grabbing rebounds. One of the best rebounding guards in the league right now.
So in his place, Venti, Hong Su-san, and the aforementioned Taipei coming into the game as Zaitsev falling out of bounds, getting the and one. Driving on Thomas Welsh, finishing through the body bump. Zaitsev, not typically known as a driver, going to his tool bag there. 3 team fouls by the Kings, 2 by the Braves. Zaitsev on the season averaging 19 points, 10 rebounds. Another missed free throw. A Welsh post up. Now KJ bouncing it out. Was a champion with Tsinghua University last season as Welsh makes the mid-range. But joined by Omar Nioma and Zhengyer Hall, number 15. He's not registered in this game. Singletary, hook pass, now on the handoff. Zaitsev on the right will get fouled by Liggins. Second personal.
Some of the defense from the Kings just look a little too aggressive at times. Maybe they might have to tone it down a little bit to prevent, you know, fouling troubles and stuff.
4 team fouls. Beast off the Smart screen, nothing yet. So Jet and Zaitsev, push shot, short. KJ, hammer action to Mason, a second try, no. Well, we've said it on multiple occasions at Kings games. They don't like to over pursue. Trying something different this game. Beast, dribble moves nothing and a missed 3.
He's signaling to the ref that his wrist was hit. But nonetheless, a great look for Beast.
Liggins in Smart's face, off iron, and here come the Braves on the break. Beast from the left side, pass to Singletary, who ends up getting the finish. Well, Michael Singletary now on the board with 2 points. Smart chasing Liggins. Venti and Welsh on the pick and roll. Smacked out of bounds by Jet. Right now the Kings offense getting well read by the Braves defense. Josh Okoye returns. Liggins from way deep. Long rebound to Venti. KJ steps, get his own rebound again. It's becoming a problem for the Braves. Now, Smart to Singletary on the long rebound. Braves up by 1 now. Mason asking for that help. And Zaitsev will just calmly turn around with the left hook.
And a great read from Beast, knowing that Zaitsev having that mismatch down low, not forcing that 3, but just kept on looking for Zaitsev. An easy 2 for him.
Liggins leaves it for Welsh, who scores.
You know, we talked about the Braves being one of the most mature and methodical team in the league right now. They're leading the league in assists. And I think those 2 plays from Beast was a great prime example of that. He has a good shot, but he's passing for a better shot.
Josh thought Smart was open, but Liggins with the steal. Hook pass to Wells. His 3's on the way and on the way down. Kings take the lead back with a minute to go. Now Singletary gets a slam. Immediately Liggins indicating it was his fault. But wants to stay in for the rest of the play as Quincy Davis was ready to come in. KJ on Beast, gives it up. Nancy on the pick and roll. Mason on the drive, hit behind by Smart. They call foul. Now look at that one. Brendan Smart also having a good sophomore season. As Quincy Davis does make it on the floor, and it looks like the landlord, Zheng Wending, will come in for Smart. So while we have these free throws, why pink, you would ask? Well, Lululemon collaboration with the Kings. The belated celebration of Women's Day on March 8th, and here in East Asia, we like to celebrate White Valentine's Day, March 14th. But with all those road games, they got to fit everything here in this weekend. Mason at the line, hits the first free throw. Averaging 13 minutes played per game, only 5 points. After having a preseason where it took up a lot bigger of a load. Zaitsev on the rebound.
You know, even with limited playing time, I think Mason has shown that he can stay on this roster and that he can contribute 10 to 15 minutes of great energy off the bench. And I think that's very valuable for the team like the Kings.
You're gonna have to guard the landlord on the post. Zaitsev from 3, his rainbow is out. KJ getting fouled by Josh. It was a smart play. If they don't call it a shooting foul. Get another look at that one. Oh, it was close.
Yeah.
The shot was not. 1 second to inbound from 3/4 court, Mason. And blocked. That's Centurinan fresh into the game for a special assignment. We'll head to the second quarter. Kings up by 1 in a high-scoring affair so far. Thank you for watching the Plus League. We'll be back after these messages.
各位球迷朋友们，记得戴好你们的口罩，但是同时呢，该补妆的补妆一下。等一下，我们的大荧幕会跟你们来一些小互动。来喽，来喽，来喽！两位美女，戴一下你们的皇冠。
还可以啊，戴上下你的皇冠，两位王后 ，Come on， 跟我们的啦啦队做一样的动作就行了，来。Yes right， 没错。
来喽来喽，我们女王国王戴上王冠 ，nice，
孔雀开屏啊，哇！
哎，就是你们，来跟着我们一起戴上皇冠 ，Kuala City。
哎，这个
，Hello，
系的。
来戴上皇冠 ，nice。
哎呀，准备好，哇，上电视了，上电视，哇！开心的不得了，回家赶快告诉老师啊！
还可以哦，可以哦，可以哦。
哎，来，美女们
，Hello，That's
right，Hello。
所以真的要注意，随时注意大荧幕，因为你们就在大荧幕上面了，就是你们。
哎，上电视哦！
全家一起来，全家一起来，戴上皇冠。
The Kings haven't been home since January 9th. That Sunday where the Braves defeated them 95-91. It's been 76 days, 8 games, and the Kings went 6-2, only dropping games in the standings because the Braves went undefeated in that span.
来一个标准示范好不好？标准示范一下，教我们戴皇冠。
You know, last time they played, the Kings had Chris McCullough being their primary perimeter player, and now it's Ligon's job to kind of carry that role. It'll be really interesting to see how he fulfills those duties.
Doesn't put an emphasis on the defensive end, and is tasked with guarding Michael Singletary a lot of the time. Right now, it's going to be KJ as Josh loses the dribble. Got to get back on defense, committing the foul, and another and one for the Kings. Bad mistake for the sophomore trying to play point guard after his national team duties. That time getting stripped by Kyle and getting beat the other end.
Kyle not really nailing that outside shot as of now, but he's still contributing on other ends of the floor.
This time he'll be given a little bit more space, and Josh overshoots the layup. Long rebound, Singletary outbodying Jungnan. That's Steven. Poke out of backcourt, but Kings keep it. Josh getting spun around by Kyle Davis. Will step back for his three. Yes! And now a timeout by the Braves. Quincy Davis, the only center on for the Kings after a stretch where they played him and Welsh at the same time. That means another break for us. Keep watching. Plus League will be right back.
去做这个报道的动作，来这边的朋友，
我需要一点欢呼声，因为我耳朵不太好。
给我一点尖叫声好吗 ？Come on！
谁要
？All right，All right。
有没有上面一点的？
好的，这边的朋友，有人想参加吗？好，我就丢中间了，你们自己跳起来啊！前面也有机会，好不好？我也不知道会丢到哪。
mini 的地力如何？
人人有机会。来，彭真，你那边丢几颗了？
而且我们这里都是富邦勇士，唯一接到是新北。
来，最后一颗，好不好？你们这边有丢过吗？这边丢过，这边。
Pong smelling jersey, Chen Shang rubbing opponent's hair, Tank not letting go of the game-winning rebound. See those memes and more on the Plus League social media accounts. We're here in Xinzhuang for after a long break where the Kings jumped out to a 6-0 run to start the second quarter. And a big part of it, Quincy Davis and Lee Kai-yin being a big problem for the Braves.
Quincy Davis has always been a great pick and pop player. And I think that play is just another display of why they're the best three-point shooting team in the league. Great separation.
Joseph Lin and Jed are back in. Singletary backing down Steven. Chen Xiangjun, elbow jumper, no good. Loose ball foul. That is the thing about Quincy Davis. He does foul 4.1 times per 36, way up from 2.5 per 36 last season. And kind of a part of that is he plays a lot more fourth quarter minutes where it matters.
Yeah, and also the fact that he, for most of the time, he's playing the sole interior big man on the team.
Jet, Xiangjun, Joseph Lin. Kings on a string. Joseph almost hitting the tough left-handed runner. Kings push it up ahead. Kyle to the basket. Will miss, and Quincy Davis is there for the tip-in. Run continues. Jet going at it alone, leaving a short. Singletary is there to clean up the mess. Finally, the Braves on the board in the second quarter. Davis at the high post. Will get the streak or the three, almost rolls it in. Steven, he's tasked with Singletary. Now they get a switch. Give and stay. Singletary knocks down the three.
You simply just cannot allow Singletary to be that open. He will make you pay.
Stagger screen. Davis hesitates. Now passes it into traffic. The little landlord can't chase down the original landlord's deep pass, and it's a turnover. Kings wait for Kyle to get into the picture. Center and center action. Kick ball though. Zaitsev will check back into the game. Getting a look, Quincy Davis retreating at the wrong time. Now the Braves in zone. Steven dribbles in, pull up, got the roll. Youngster hasn't seen the court in a long time. Played in 8 games so far. Singletary getting to the basket for 2. Davis once again at the high post. Even cleared a lane. No, Davis with a one-handed putback. So far away from the body.
Just incredible.
And now on the other end, gets in the way of Zaitsev. He goes down. Second team foul for the Kings. Get another look at that one.
A great showing from Quincy Davis. Even without that athleticism that he used to possess, he's still a really great player, and most importantly, an intelligent basketball player. Getting that putback.
Jet springs free on the ATO. Nothing there, and Zaitsev, easy right hook. Amigo joined by JJ. We interviewed in the pregame a 6th Man of the Year candidate, running across the baseline. Nothing yet. Kyle and Q in the pick and roll. Amigo with a pull-up. Bounces out. 2-on-2. Jet takes it himself. They're going to call a foul.
Kyle in disbelief. That looked clean to me.
Must have called it on the body bump before. Called it up top. It's 3 fouls for the team. Made first by Jet. Lee Kai-en 2 personal. Makes the second. That brings Jet total to 15. He has a second season high of 28. Now trying the baseline. Kyle and Quincy on the same side. Mid-range goes up. Doesn't come down. Davis is there for the putback. Right now enjoying a 4-point lead, 9 already for Davis. A lot of those on that offensive board. Joseph Lin steps up for 3, too strong. Joseph Lin still over from the floor. Amigo on his former national team opponent will get called for the carry. Defense stepping up a little bit more in the second quarter. Thomas Walsh checks into the game, and so will Beast. Oh, interesting thing. Right now, Liggins is playing the 4, guarding the landlord. Beast on the curl. Shore with his mid-range. Up ahead, JJ had to chase it down. Now we'll also try from top. Hits Set to Joseph Lin, getting the reverse and another foul. So there's his first bucket. Another pick and roll. The Kings are keeping it really simple on the offensive end. It's going to be their center at the high post. They're going to screen this way. It's going to screen the other way.
That's one of their most efficient ways of getting bucket, the high-end pick and roll. And it just works.
But a missed free throw. Kyle will stay in the game even though he's got 3 personal fouls already. A near capacity crowd here in Shingzong. Migo, beautiful rainbow, but it comes out. Landlord on the post. Driving kick game for the Braves now. Jetta with an incredibly tough fadeaway shot. JJ quickly down the corner. Now numbers for the Braves. Landlord lays it in. On a cherry pick there, and now the Kings call timeout. Now find themselves only up by 3. They're going to talk it over. Get another look at the push ahead. It works a lot better when it's guard to center than center to center. In the second quarter, the Braves shooting 7 for 14 from the field. Meanwhile, the Kings 6 for 15. Trying to find that efficiency there. Anyways, during this winning streak, in terms of field goal percentage, the Braves 47.4 and only allowing 37. The season average is 40. On the Braves timeout, talking about defensive strategies, as we see on screen, the 3 imports that we expect to be set for the rest of the way for the Braves. The newest member is Perry Jones III, 211 centimeters, 3 years of NBA experience to his name. Quite an exciting ad for the Braves, who had Degar on their roster to begin the season, but he has since parted ways with the teams. Kind of a change in pace, but we knew that's the kind of style the Braves like. They do like to have bigs, but they also like to have their bigs be able to run the floor a lot better. There he is sitting courtside with his team.
The Braves also love their wing. Even though he's like 6'10", 6'11", he plays kind of like a semi-wing, and you can never have enough of that.
Yesterday during shoot around, the Braves social media was kind of joking around with Singletary about who's got the better pedigree out of Texas. Liggins trying to take on Zaitsev. Kicks it out to KJ. 1-footed 3, no good. Welsh, after rebounding it, leaves the shot short. East Amigo. No, it's going to be Singletary taking on KJ. Too easy. No help at all. This time Thomas sinks all the way down, leaving Amigo up top. Quick flick of the wrist. That 3 is missed. So Amigo trying to get in on the scoring. Only got 3 points of 1 of 6 shooting. He's back to Zaitsev. He takes the 3. No. 2.5 minutes left. Liggins shakes Singletary, and Welsh is able to follow it up. Liggins slow to get back on defense as Beast can't connect on the three. KJ fights Jet for the rebound. In transition, Liggins pulls up and buries the three. Make that 11 points for DeAndre Liggins.
After both teams went scorching hot in the first quarter, they both kind of cooled down.
Well, Zaisev's hook is a reliable one. Keeping it within 2 possessions. Welsh in the high post. Try to get tricky with that pass, no good. Amigo takes the off-timing mid-range. Will miss it. Singletary's trying to beat KJ again, getting the foul. Finally, KJ put up some more resistance, but still not enough. Hongkai having a really big test here. Looks like they'll try to get him some help.
I think we can all agree that KJ is a pretty good defensive player, but when he's up against player with a caliber like Singletary, who's really good at utilizing his body with that physical move, he's at a great disadvantage.
He'll stay in the game, but JJ Ganyota will take a seat on the bench. Singletary hits the first free throw. He does lead the Braves in 3 major categories: points, rebounds, and assists. They now 14, 6, and 1 in those categories. Well, try to go back door, and it's a turnover. Kings benefit with Amigo finishing the possession off. Immediately, they're going to get a mop on that side of the floor. And look at that again. That was in the restricted area where the guys will be battling down there all afternoon. So that break, Li Mengshi is back in the game, number 13. It'll be a freedom of movement foul now, as Jet made himself free under the basket on the other side. The bonus free throws for the Braves, rest of 2 minutes. Get another look. And it's KJ once again, kind of falling asleep there. Leading scorer in this game now belongs to a tie with Jet and Welsh. Long rebound. Zaisev gets another one for the Braves. Jet from the left side, his three, no good. Beast couldn't get the board. Trying to get sneaking on Welsh there. The other way, Liggins three, no. Now KJ almost trips Jet, ball out of bounds. Good hands there, and Coach Ryan Marchand will reward him by subbing him out for number 7, Ling Liren. Looks like Jet timed his cut on how Ling Liren was tucking his shirt. They got the switch. Braves, no movement, just passing the ball around. Now get a screen. Singletary's three off the mark. So Not the Braves possession we've come accustomed to in this game. Migo trying to find space in the corner. There's Xiaoli, his three. No. And a loose ball foul on the Braves. Gonna be on Zaitsev.
You know, both of the star players on each team, Amigo and Beast, have been relatively quiet so far. And I'll expect them to come out, you know, full-on punching in the second half.
This time in and out from Xiaoli. The other way, Singletary.
That's a great pass.
Second attempt. No good. Now Beast into traffic, had it stripped. 2 on 3, and Amigo makes it work with a lay-in. Braves call their last timeout, 30 seconds left. We see the Euro step by Amigo, despite the odds.
I think it's fair to say that Amigo has been one of the most talented offensive players that we have locally in the Plus League. But he's just so much more than that. He's a trendsetter in a way. He set up and the culture in this team. And you know, he's just a really, really reliable scorer.
Switch 1 through 4. 5 will be in coverage. Aggressive switch. Whether we get a stop, if they score, the clock's gonna run. I need ball.
伟如走中平档，如果这边做被那个 top lock， 就直接被动，接下去伟如让2个出来，找伟如这边。再来，如果伟如这边不能投，伟如再走 ，Smart， 你帮中线做 play 了 ，I need you back again。谁接到球，只要自己的人有换出来，自己 just steal， 要不然就是准备外线。Smart, if you catch ball, focus. OK。然后待会防守的时候 ，we can foul， 我们可以犯规。现在只有2次犯规啊！来 ，Let's go。
Long timeout for the Braves, even though they too set up 2 plays like the Kings. Brendan Smart will join the fray. One of the better Braves 3-point shooters this season, actually.
Yeah, Brendan Smart is the next player to really look out for. I think he has great handles. He has great basketball IQ, and he can really shoot the ball.
Jian Weilu will inbound. Taking their time with the setup. Singletary to the other side, missing another close one. They got the foul in the end, but Singletary's already blown a couple down there.
You know, they really love this play. They love to have a shooter coming off a pin down from the corner and have guys like Singletary or Jet, who's really great at scoring inside, sneak up and cut backdoor into the paint. And just great passing.
Makes the first free throw. So speaking of passing, that's another assist for the Braves. Right now, their total is at 14. 8 for 11 free throws, make that 8 for 12 as Zaitsev able to scoop up the board and lay it in for 2. Waiting seconds, Amigo able to get the foul. He beat Brendan Smart on the dribble, and Jet a little too late to help. The Braves looks frustrated, maybe thinking he kind of gave his own way there instead of actually being hit by a defender.
But not a very smart foul by Jet. Migo has been struggling with that shot lately, and giving him 2 free trips on the free throw line is just not ideal.
Makes the first. Migo on the season shooting an impressive 86%. Takes almost the most in the Plus League. Makes 2. Part of a second left, they'll just let the clock run out. And a 4-point lead for the Kings heading to the locker room. Plus League action underway here in Xinzhuang. Thanks for watching the English broadcast. We'll go to halftime.
牌子。那我们的游戏规则非常的简单，希望大家呢都可以跟我们一起开心的玩，开心的拿奖品，
算是一个心脏病的感觉，对不对？跟大家介绍一下规则。哎，我们的参赛者已经在我们的身边了吗？
啊，好像是。那我们工作人员，我们的第一组参赛者是这2位吗？好，麻烦我们来往这边移动。好。 来，2位到齐之后，其他的参赛者也到场了吗？另外2组的帮我举个手好吗？哎 ，OK， 你们也听好我们的规则。我们的规则非常简单，就是2位嘛一起 PK， 所以你们2位只会有1位赢家，他就是你的敌人，你就是他的敌人。OK， 好，那我们2两一组进行 PK， 会在我们的2侧的中圈。 各摆满我们3种不同的花色的牌，你们应该玩过那个翻牌，然后翻到一样的，
心脏病的感觉，
心脏病的感觉。你们只要翻到1组，你们要先上篮，你们要先上篮之后回来翻牌，翻2张，翻开如果不是一样的花色，那工作人员帮你们把牌盖回去，你们要再上篮1次，才能回来再翻1次。最先呢。 翻到1组一样花色的那一位就是优胜者，懂吗？对，1个人翻2张，每上1次篮就是翻2张牌，非常的简单哦。好，那我们呢这2位好不好？先握个手，握个手啊。OK， 那我们呢等一下是不计时的哦，2位就是我说3、2、1，比赛开始。 你们就直接运着球上篮之后才能回来翻牌 ，OK？ 好的，那我们呢中场小游戏呢是由我们这个新东阳所这个颁送的礼物，还有办的这个中场游戏比赛。好，双方准备好了吗？准备好跟我点个头，举个手好吗？2位选手 ，OK？ 好，那我们中场游戏新东阳小比赛。 比赛开始，好，双方各自出发，上篮成功，好，赶快回来，翻出你们的第1副牌 ，OK， 粉红色，
哎，没有中，没有中就要再上1次，哎，没有中就要再上篮1次，
再来1次哦，赶快回来，赶快回来，记住刚刚的花色，来，白色的新东阳，啊，再去，
刚刚翻过了，可以记一下花色。 太聪明了，太聪明了。
It's halftime here at the Plus League. We're at the home of the new Taipei Kings. I'm Ryan Chen, joined by Kai Shu on a English broadcast. On screen now is our Mandarin colleagues, Coach Chen Ziwei and Eddie Zhang Yaozong. At halftime, the Kings lead this one 55-51. Due on the strength of a lot of their simple action, a lot of that high post work has resulted in 13 assists and a pretty efficient inside game, but on the outside, they'd like to see that percentage go up. Right now, 6 for 23 is 26% from 3. And on the Brave side, you gotta kind of be concerned with how all of their offensive options are gonna be shut down by the Kings. only 3 turnovers, but got a feeling that the Kings are patient with their defense and have been very disciplined. Besides Singletary, besides Zaitsev on second opportunities, and besides Jet, nobody else is really scoring for them.
Right, second chance opportunity has been the story of the first half so far. Neither team can really knock down that three-point shot. Kings are supposedly really good at shooting threes, but somehow the shots are just not falling. But luckily, they still have guys like Thomas Welsh, Quincy Davis, who are really good at getting that offensive board. And that's part of the reason why they're still leading right now.
DeAndre Liggins, Lee Kayen finishing a number of and ones at the basket. Kind of the big reason why the Kings able to finish the first quarter really well and start the second quarter really well. And the Braves kind of able to get back into it, mostly on the effort like we saw. Josh Sogui had that early turnover. We haven't seen him since. So the Braves kind of in an uncomfortable position a little bit here in the Xinzhuang.
Yeah, I'm sure having most of the points stacked on 3 guys is not ideal for your team play. Because we talked about the Braves, unlike some of the other teams in Plus League, they don't over-rely on individual prowess. They rely on their team play. They rely on passing the ball, break down defenses, and so far, they don't seem to be able to do that.
We'll bring you the leading scorers in the next segment before these messages.
朋友，这个新东阳的1万元提货券，回家慢慢吃，2个人这样子公平一起吃。好，那我们请我们刚刚3位优胜者，麻烦帮我们到我们的舞台中央，谢谢。好，优胜者来到我们的舞台中央，来，我们女王今天站中间好了，好不好？我们今天女王周，来3个帮我再往这边靠一点，好的，那我们呢这边要邀请到我们新东阳的麦生阳麦总经理来为我们协助颁发我们这个新东阳的1万元提货券的奖项，让我们欢迎麦总。耶！恭喜3位，好，麻烦我们的这个奖品也提上。好，我们3位一起拿着好了。对，我们3位一起拿着。来，麻烦看我们前面的摄影师摆出你们最帅、最漂亮的动作。来，3、2、1。好的，那我们今天呢是我们这个女王周，我们不妨请3位跟我们的麦总一起在头上比个皇冠好了，对不对？这样子，非常简单，手就这样子。哎，不知道怎么样就这样，啊也可以，麦总那样也很可爱。OK， 对 ，OK， 麻烦看一下我们前面摄影师，来3、2、1，好的，谢谢我们3位得奖者，也谢谢我们新东阳的总经理，我们的麦生阳麦总，谢谢，也谢谢3位。不好意思，我们的得奖者麻烦请往右边找我们的工作人员集合，耶。哇，彭顺，等一下呢，这个双北大战，相信这个比数非常的接近，应该是非常的刺激啊！
我们2楼解锁任务今天应该是蛮有机会的。
没错，那我们目前呢比赛也已经达到一半了。那我们现在新北国王的分数是55分，只要再差45分呢，我们今天2楼的解锁任务就会成功的解锁。只要破100呢，我们就成功的解锁。那我们今天只要解锁成功，下周凭票根就可以带1位女性，1位以上的女性哦，哇，就基本上就是1个男生可以带很多女生一起去啊，那就享有我们这个早午餐第2件半价的优惠。
那另外呢，还有一个好康要跟大家分享， 下周呢，我们新北国王的票根真的非常好用，到打狗棒用餐即可。
Now the standings table on our website includes the team win-loss streaks. Check it out at pleagueofficial.com/standings. And the second block of our halftime analysis. I noticed something interesting, Kai, that the Kings have already grabbed 12 offensive rebounds to 19 defensive rebounds by the Braves. And as we mentioned, Jet leading the pack in scoring with 17. Though that shooting efficiency has gone down, as you noticed, his teammates are not doing much to step up in the team offense. Not generating the open looks that they'd hope.
Yeah, you know, what the Braves have shown us in the first half, in my opinion, is just very underwhelming to their, usual standard. They seem a little lethargic on the defensive end, especially, in terms of securing the rebounds. They're not doing that very well. I'm sure they will adjust and they will come out stronger on this end.
Meanwhile, Thomas Wells is leading the Kings in scoring with 16. That hasn't happened in quite some time, especially with the scoring prowess of Chris McCullough. But Liggins is behind him with 11 points. Davis with 9. Someone that's not quite all the way up there is Kyle Leapai, and we highlighted him in the pregame. But the 3 fouls, he's kind of the only one kind of in any possible fouling trouble. But the Kings on their return home have played with pretty good flow and that good energy to grab offensive rebounds like I mentioned before.
Yeah, I feel like Kyle has been, kind of just getting into his groove lately, but some of those unnecessary fouls kind of just hindered his ability to stay on the court longer.
One last break before the second half gets kicked off.
吓人呢，你去给他设计了不？
你不知道吗？淡水小孩是不怕冷的。
我先去后站哦，大约。
好了，新庄见。
交给杨敬敏，杨敬敏在外围的出手。对啊！
你看，来这里的都不好惹。
连他也是。对啊。
这冠军吼，平时奥囡仔就要先收落来咯。
拿到2分。卡来阮的地盘，等你让阮修理。子民们稍微醒来喽。
新北人站出来！
在场上谁管你哪来的？
给徐凯杰，找他就对了。
一之间交给姜文炳，是一个 wide open 的机会，有。
那边真的守不住。
回来了，
海燕的速度非常的快。
中午比较可怕的地方，
拼真的没办法。对，新北人称王吧。
小丽穿上的是 Christian Reebok 的粉红色的系列，小敏也穿上了 GT Card 最新的乳癌系列，大家都非常用心，
带一点小小的粉红作为点缀，然后不失我们国王的风范。非常好看的配色，那大家也可以多多关注我们新北国王的 Instagram， 以及我们所有球员的 Instagram， 可以看他们最新的动向。当然。 然呢，我们的 YouTube 也会持续推出我们每一场比赛的经验，还有我们所有的过程，希望大家。
A few local infection clusters have emerged in Taiwan, so fans be sure to wear your mask at all times, being outside and indoors in groups. Players are joining their teams at their benches before heading into the second half. Be sure to tune into the evening game as well. Dreamers at Steelers, the return of former SBL MVP Zhou Yixiang. But here with the Kings and Braves, right now the import players are playing a big part, but as we know, the local players really make the difference down the stretch in the fourth quarter. And we're still figuring out who's going to be that guy.
And it's not just the fourth quarter. You know, it's been a problem for the Braves, for the Kings, excuse me, lately that, you know, their third quarter performance has been kind of lackluster. So I think that's something that is really worth looking out for. How they come out, how they respond to the, you know, the Braves offense.
Something that I thought of is that Kings stick with their rotations even in the third quarters where they might find themselves in a little bit of faulty ground. But Coach Marchand sticks with the rotation, so his guys are the right fatigue levels for the final frame. Right now they have their starters in. It's Welsh, Liggins, Yang Xinzi, Kyle, and Amigo. They'll be the starters for the Braves with Brendan Smart swapping Ling Mengxue.
Having Brendan Smart on the court is really going to help with securing the rebounds. And his toughness, his strength is really, really invaluable to them.
They need it for sure. The Kings grabbed 39% of the rebounds on that end of the floor. The Braves usually, in the winning streak at least, getting 77% as Welsh finishes at the rim on the nice roll. 77% defensive rebounding rate. The league average is a 71. Dead off the curl. Goes down to Zaitsev. That left hook is short. Kings taking their time. Liggins to Amigo. Dribble pull up. Big bouncing out. There's Smart with a rebound. Only his first in the game. Played about 5.5 minutes in the first half. The fire from three, no good. Amigo on the ball screen. Back to Welsh, his three, no. Jet now with his fadeaway, that was in and out. Only one made bucket and a lot of back and forth to start things off. Liggins in the corner, his jumper, no good. Joseph Lin somehow left alone and blows the layup.
It has been really, really tough for Joseph Lin. Despite getting great looks in the paint, he's been blowing these layups, which is really, really, really unusual for him.
The first highlight was the only open made shot. Now Kyle able to finish at the basket. That's the second made shot of the quarter. Braves an 0 for 4 field goal start. Liggins stripping the pass from behind. Kings on the offense. Bouncing it around, Amigo guarded by Zaitsev, loses it. Fast break. Singletary, two Kings defenders back, split the difference.
His ability to play 1v2 in transition is just unrivaled in Plus League.
Now Wells trying to back down Smart, going baseline and got the hook shot. That pushes Thomas Welsh's point total into the 20s. He averages 18 points, 18 rebounds a game. Zaitsev answers with a 3. Zaitsev and Singletary averages 19 points each during their winning streak, so not a prolific amount, but that number has probably got to be up if they want to take this victory. Amigo with a fancy finger roll. Add that one to the highlight reel. He's got 11. Joseph Lin from the mid-range, out. Joseph Lin, 0 for in the second half. 1 for 8 on the game. Now guarding Amigo on the post. That's who they call the foul on. It's gonna be on Zaitsev as we get another look. The Ukrainian center nailing the 3 from top.
Ryan, you mentioned, despite being a great three-point shooting team, the Braves are just constantly playing man-to-man. And I think it's really, really intriguing because I feel like that's a display of confidence from the coach to their players. But we'll see how it works out.
Number 0, Leitingen is fresh in the game for the first time. They don't go with him on the cross matchup. Amigos 3, missing. A lot of open looks in the second half. Leitingen almost loses it to Ligon. This 3 by Singletary. 3 on 2, Kyle missing the pull-up. They blow a whistle as Yang Xingzi is trying to recover from a blow to the face, it seems. Previously broke his nose in the preseason.
You know, we talked about the Kings struggle in the third quarter, but from what we've seen so far, it's actually quite the opposite. Kings are they're shooting 4 for 5, and the Braves are just only shooting 1 for 5 so far.
They do call a foul on Kyle. He's forced to go to the bench. He went to the basket, loses it out of bounds. In his place, KJ is going to be running the point a little bit. Migo to the hoop. Block, and Xingzi able to get it off for 2. Making it a 9-point Kings lead. Smart right from the corner, overshoots it. Ligon pounded by 2 defenders. Kings reset. Neo working with Thomas. Nothing yet. Now KJ, floater is short. Landlord set to check into the game. Jet, hammer to Smart. Another try, this time from the right side. Splashes it. And a big sigh of relief on his face. Brandon Smart joining the scoring. 7th Brave to get points on the board. KJ, Xingzi, his push shot, no. Not a typical shot of his. Left behind, Smart. Can he get another? He can't. Unlucky bounce off of Welsh. We get our first time out in the second half. Kings find themselves up by 6. We'll go to a break, back after this.
们介绍这个礼物吧。
有没有朋友需要做瑜伽的朋友，让我知道你们需要瑜伽。我就喜欢小朋友来看球。汉弟，我跟你画好，那边给你。
好的。
有没有楼上的有没有？
我。
有吗？有球迷朋友？
这个礼物很
需要做瑜伽的吗？
不能丢太用力哦。我用射的好了啊。
有没有？
Kings still in control of this one, but haven't been able to create much distance on the Braves, who keep hanging in there.
And I think a huge part is them not being able to knock down three-point shots. You know, it's kind of their trademark. It's their thing. They're good at shooting threes, but it hasn't happened yet.
So far in this game, 5 for 18. Only Jet has 2 made threes for the Braves.
Play out of it, okay? Hey, stay aggressive, be on the glass. See if we can get some easy ones in transition, all right? Here we go. Kings on 3, 1, 2, 3.
No need for translation for Coach Marchand out of Northern California, but been all over the place. Stints with the Spurs organization, the Timberwolves organization. Now his second head coaching opportunity, this time in the Plus League. As you see Kyle on the bench. That 4th foul in the front court. See Venti still in his warm-ups. Had a quick stint in the first half. He's kind of the main backup point guard for them. Well, Lewis was just in for last couple possessions in the first half. Number 2 is inbounding the basketball and running across the formation. Lai Tian getting it back, shooting a 3, buries it. Been one of the best 3-point shooters for the Braves. 8 for 19 coming into this game, which is good for 42%. JJ on the curl to Liggins. Walsh got deep position, but they don't get it to him. Amigo. Gonna be called for the foul. Lightinga kind of got duped by the shot fake early. Might have had the air knocked out of him. Get another look. A little race car from Elan. And called for the reaching foul.
You know, the Braves really love stacking Zaitsev's minutes with Landlord. You know, they have a pretty good dynamic and pretty good chemistry. And in response, the Kings are putting out a relatively big lineup as well. Not really having a traditional point guard on the court, but instead having JJ, you know, Liggins on the backcourt.
Maybe the key to everything is Amigo in those pick and rolls. Makes another free throw. 12 points, perfect at the line so far. Now 4 for 4, Michael Singletary back in the game. Lightinga. Off the screen, gets it back to Zaitsev. Rattles it in.
Now you talk about Amigo on the free throw line. I think that's one of the last virtues that the new era of Taiwanese basketball players that don't possess is the ability to draw contact and draw foul. And Amigo is a maestro at that.
Mason will try from the corner and he hits. Was a 2-point lead, now back up to 5. Landlord, long possession, spins out Mason. They're gonna call an offensive foul though. on the elbow hook. We've seen that a lot from him. We finally call it. You see JJ too short to make that contest work. Only 180 centimeters is a shooting guard from Jiangxing University. A little bit of a butterfingers, and Liggins turns it over. Lai Ting with another three and another. Kings call timeout.
I think coming into this season, most people would have Ting as maybe not as high of a tier of a point guard in Plus League, but he's always been consistent. You know, his shooting numbers, his efficiency has always been there. He's not flashy, but he's solid.
Let's talk about it again. If this guy gets into the paint and the five's in coverage, might be.
A Brave since 2019. As we see the highlight layup by Amigo. Lai Ting, as we mentioned, out of Elan. Same countership as Jet, Zhang Dongxin, so those two guys go back and forth a lot. Went to Fubon University, a Catholic university in New Taipei. 5 for 9 made threes by the Braves, cutting the difference. Lai Ting also a little bit hampered by some ankle injuries earlier in the season. Has only played 12 minutes per game, but he's a really great change of pace player.
Yeah, coming out of high school, he was touted as a really fast, good slasher, but not necessarily a outside threat. But his improvement has been apparent.
He's going to start the possession, guarding Amigo. Gets it back on the logo. Scramble recovery by the Braves as Mason overshoots the runner. Singletary and Lewis on the side. A quick shot and another made. So the Braves hearing a lot of the cheers by this, we call it a dual Taipei kind of crowd. Liggins off-timing layup, no. It's the Braves to the races. Mike on the other side. Pulls up for three. Off to the left. Would have heard the away fans erupt after that one. This time, Lai Ting tried to jump from behind, getting called for the foul. 4 team fouls by the Braves. We see Lewis, Jianwei Lu, get in on the action.
Yeah, last season we saw a lot of that. Lewis just running in transition, getting those like hockey assists. And as a gunslinger, he was very good last season. But a reduced role and minutes kind of impacted his play.
Liggins missing the three, and now Zaitsev with the screen. Singletary couldn't get the finish. Zaitsev with the follow. No Kings came down to help box out. Now Liggins directing traffic. Trying to get it to Welsh on the block. Good push shot, no. This third quarter, no offensive rebounds by the Kings as Lewis blows the close one. And Liggins with the effort rebound, 4-on-2. Throws it up, no good. Lai Ting with the rebound. Lewis, another transition three. And Singletary eventually, dribbles it out of bounds. Right now, Braves playing with the effort and urgency, and the Kings respond with 3 substitutions. That hustle playing a huge factor right now. KJ calling the play right now. Quincy Davis also in. They get the cross matchup and 3 seconds called on Davis.
You know, the Kings already struggled to produce points in the third quarter, and now they're putting up a lot of their end of the, bench pieces onto the court. I'm starting to wonder, like, what's the game play here?
To the other side, Lewis got set up out of bounds. That turnover by the Braves. No changes as Steven inbounds it. Liggins to the basket, getting the and one. It's going to be on the landlord. Little signs of life. Liggins frustrated before, but this time working to the left side. As we see Landlord getting the elbow in there.
Right, Coach Marchand has always been saying, if you play aggressive, good things will happen. And I think that's a prime example right there.
Every referee and every player in the discussion somewhere, trying to get things organized as number 21, Zhen Xiangjun, will check in for Zaisev. Here's Zaisev getting a little bit of treatment. Up comes Liggins. Perfect free throw. Tie ball game at 73. Steven defending the basketball. And now an offensive foul by the landlord. He was not set. Might have gotten away with it before, but that's been an emphasis now, especially their last matchup here. Called for, not called for a lot of illegal screens. Referees are tying that part of the officiating up.
Right, but I think having that, that kind of behavior, that kind of trend affects how you get ref in future references.
Liggins working right with the long steps, another lay-in. Talk about offense leading to some defense. Minute left. They catch Steven getting too handsy. Oh, we see Zaisev trying to get some urgency into Lai Ting-un. Oh, the finish off. Last bit of 50 seconds in the third quarter. Beast will come in for Singletary. Xiangjun from top. Setting the screen for Lewis. Not the typical prime #1 pick and roll duo of Lai Ting-un. Can't get the push shot. Kings running out of time for the 2-for-1. Liggins to Mason. They swing it. Lai Ting-un on Liggins now. His step back. No. Rebound to the Kings. Liggins wasting no time. Mason in the corner. Bang! Whoa. Running low on time. Lai Ting-un fires it from 3, getting the backboard. Where the Kings will end the quarter up by 5. Good patience, good hustle. This time the Kings playing like the more eager team. We'll go to break before the final frame. After this, you're watching the Plus League.
都有可能拍到你们，因为我们现在要来的是我们的 Quiz Camp， 来迎接我们今天的新北国王女王周。等一下呢，如果你在我们的镜头上，好不好？麻烦跟我们的这个上面的啦啦队一样，摆出一样的动作。来，这位漂亮的美女，麻烦看一下镜头，戴着粉红色口罩，来，现在正在忙站起来，没关系。两位女王，来吧，来跟镜头打个招呼，挥个手耶！哇，害羞，但没关系。哎呀，轮到你们了。你这个也算是有这个跟我们搭到，戴这个粉红色口罩。哎呀，小朋友又是你，上了电视，赶快回家跟你的老师讲，好不好？这样的上学请假的时候也有一个理由啦，真的有来。OK， 我们的国王为我们的女王戴上我们的皇冠，非常的漂亮。That's right， King's Pass from the city。哇，两位挥个手，没错。来，美女不用再把我们的拍扇当成那个扇子了啊，它是拿来打的啊。当然，你热的时候也可以挥个几下，没有关系。两位戴着我们新北国王口罩的 Kings and Queens 来跟大家挥手，没错。哎，轮到你们了，上电视啊！不用害羞，没错。哎，小朋友打着你的节奏 ，That's right。好的，我们的第四节准备要开始。
Tomorrow, the pilots come into town to try to seize this castle of the new Taipei Kings, while the Lioneers head south to Kaohsiung, where the new-look Steelers await them. Through most of the third quarter, like you said, Kai, maybe advantage to the Kings' opponents, but down the stretch, even with some subs in, that hustle led to that final three-pointer.
Right. Mason was 0 for 2 in the first half. Didn't play a lot of minutes, but in the third quarter, Coach Marchand trusted him, putting him in the wing, and he made those 2 big shots count.
What's on the line for the Braves? A possible league-tying 8 wins in a row. A mark they set to finish last season. And that streak, if you count cross-season streak, was ended by the Dreamers on opening day.
That's right.
Joseph Lin and Jet Chang in for the Braves. Same group that finished the quarter for the Kings. Quincy Davis affects that shot and gobbles up the rebound. Now in a pair with Welsh. KJ, back to Quincy from the wing. He buries a 3. Mason guarding the basketball screen, but recovers. Now KJ reaching in, committing the foul. Get another look at that dramatic pass. Another 3 by Quincy Davis.
You know, a great pass from KJ, but I think the main takeaway from that is the value of Quincy Davis. Not only is he a good interior force, him being able to play in the fourth quarter is so crucial to your team.
Joseph Lin misses the free throw attempt. Kings bringing in a few more large, what we call fat heads, forcing Joseph Lin to a 1 for 2 trip. Steven to KJ, his 3 goes down. Timeout by the Braves. That'll send us to a timeout. Enjoy this content before we come back with the rest of the fourth quarter.
him with the last one. Remix. DB, Diaz Brothers, Slow Ride, Pitbull, DJ Loud. Shake, shake, now drop. Your mama said, shake, shake, now drop. Your daddy said, shake, shake, now drop. Your sister said, shake, shake, now drop.
Make some noise for Queens! Yeah! 果然是我们新北国王最优质的啦啦队啊 ，Queens。那希望呢，等一下大家可以跟我们 Queens 一起为我们的新北国王加油，一起拿下这座王冠，一起 crown the city。
Couple made threes by the Kings, forcing Roger and the Braves. Call an early timeout here in the fourth quarter. Think about both those threes where they're in the half-court sets, where the Braves had defensive breakdowns, one in the pick and roll, one quite even before the play even developed very much.
Right, helping with one pass away against the Kings is just a huge no-no. You just cannot do that. You know, even with KJ struggling early, you just cannot leave that good of a shooter open.
Joseph Lin getting Zysev's screen, gives it up. Landlord pushing a push shot, and Beast dribbles it out of bounds. But nothing working for the Braves. Double screen that Steven rejects. Change it to the basket, flinging it up. Mason saves it for him, missing the tough fadeaway. Now Jet hook passes Zaitsev, who recovers to get the foul. See, even though the Kings got two very reliable centers, you can't get beat down the floor.
Right, Zaitsev showing why he was the import of the year last year. Just having great footwork and always getting, and you know, his physical, he's just a huge physical specimen with a great touch. Pretty hard to guard him.
Making the first free throw, he's 7 for 8 from 2-point range. And the second.
He's brutally efficient in that 2-point.
We're in for the first time will be Winston, Ty Winston, in for Joseph Lin. This is the combo that defeated the Kings essentially down the stretch. Their last home matchup as Quincy Davis drops the pass. Beast through the middle. Will get the finish.
And it's the first 2-point for Beast.
Steven will try another pull-up, and that's butter. Pretty shot for a country net. 4 points in this one. Getting crucial minutes down this stretch. Beast in his face, buries a three. It's too early to call it, but I know what we're thinking.
For sure.
Where's Amigo?
Get him up here.
Steven.
Whoa.
Handing it off as Beast with a hard screen. Steven in the corner, off the side of the backboard. Mason is there for the putback. Beast tries again from three, missing, and Landlord gets the putback. A lot of physical screens. Across the scrub of the screen. KJ from the left corner, another one.
Again, helping one pass away from KJ is just not ideal.
Jet had some space, now gives it up. Landlord hits the runner. Steven working with Quincy Davis. Smacked by Jet on the interception. 2-on-3, but they still want to go. Now they slow it up. Jet on a handoff. Pulls up from 3, another one! Timeout by the Kings, trying to get Lee Kai-in back into this one.
And what a mistake from Mason. Sagging off just for a tiny centimeter, gave him a great look, and Beast, Beast in the fourth quarter is automatic.
Cutting the lead down to 3 points. So the month of March, where we have the theme Saint Blanc, again, in our final weekend, April is the busiest month of the season with 20 games, but we still got a real good one on our hands. Beast right now with 8 points, 2 for 3 beyond the arc. All 8 points coming in this fourth quarter.
这边志杰一定要走下面，这边让你接，他们两个会在下面接打的，知道吗？进攻。In your screens, keep getting into the paint. We're getting great looks every single time, so keep doing that.
每次攻对 pick and roll 我们都好机会，想办法攻到禁区，再可以攻到禁区。
Defense is going to win us this game, all right? Here we go. Kings on 3, 1, 2, 3. One left, right?
Heading back on the floor is Kyle Lee Kai-in, talking with assistant coach Lance, a famous point guard from Taiwan, a former teammate of a lot of these golden era players. Migos in the game as well. We have 7:25 left. We'll see if all these guys finish this game out too. Davis at the high post, gives it up to Kyle. Trying to spin his way out, but turns it over. Not the ATO that they had in mind. Beast, this time blocked by Quincy Davis. It'll be a loose ball foul.
And as a fan, that's the kind of response that you love to see from Quincy Davis. You know that Beast has the ability to turn on just from 0 to 100. You gotta step up. You cannot drop back from Beast. And that was a great defensive showing from Quincy Davis, showing that he still got it.
Point set by the Kings. Foul the cue. Now he small the big screen. Jet all over him. Amigo springs free, his 3. Bouncing out and a rebound by Kyle. Running down on time. KJ had it stripped. 3-on-1 by the Braves. And Jet able to finish at the rim. Just a 1-point lead now for the Kings. Quincy Davis goes down, but Kings hang on to it. Beast guarding Amigo, terminating the dribble. Getting the shot up off the corner of the board. Another Braves run out. Here's Beast open with that look. Leaves it well short. Davis screens for Kyle. Layup is good. Now engaged in a long conversation. Seems like we might have had something of a delay of game there. Now the score table gets Steven in the game. He'll come in for KJ, excuse me. Jet behind the back to Zaitsev. He pulls up from 3 and clanks it. Looks like King's going into motion. Nothing yet. Thomas somehow ended up in the corner. Now going to the basket. Fouled by the landlord. Kind of the reverse of the foul, not foul, their last matchup on the dunk attempt. This one a pretty clear foul to me.
And that's really it for Kyle. You know, when things get tough, dribble drive penetration, and then pass it to Thomas Welsh is the move.
Made free throw by Welsh. Now at 21 points. Been sitting on 20 for quite a while. Give him the bounce for the second. Meaning he did not score in the third quarter. He's hesitating, now getting the roll. Quincy Davis came to help a little too late.
You know, I appreciate Coach Marchand putting Steve up against Beast on a defensive end. But I'm not sure how effective that 1v1 defense would look.
Out of bounds off of the Kings. Kind of a fancy rebound on the other side if we get the replay of that. Landlord behind his head. Just physical enough, just change up enough.
Yep.
He is not the 0 to 100 beast that we know him so much from before.
But just a little physical bump, and then he got the layup.
This might be a veteran move here to relace up the shoes. Braves inbound on the baseline. Steven calls for the foul and the bucket. Both referees are right there on it. We got a tie game.
Again, the Kings have absolutely no answer for Beast. They put so many different people on him. They had Kyle, they had Mason, they had KJ. Coach Marchand decided to have Steve to try to guard Beast. None of them worked out.
Getting a replay of that one. He did catch him on the left wrist. And both referees had it. Well, a 4-point play. Haven't seen that a lot.
And just like that, the Braves got the lead.
Another Davis high post. Ego checked by Zaitsev, swings it up, and Welsh there for the putback. It's kind of an awkward position for the Braves because they have Zaitsev and Landlord, but they switch so much. They got that bad matchup down low.
Right.
Jack comes back for the basketball. Here's the tough mid-range. Welsh with a rebound. Kyle just beating it over the timeline. Welsh looking for Quincy Davis. Now back to Amigo. 20 footwork will get the foul on Zaisev. So Zaisev can't believe it.
I'm not sure if that tipped his elbow.
The 3 team fouls per. Amigo makes the first. He's got 14. Hits another. Jet beats, goes in the screen. To the basket, can't get the English. Now speed for the Kings. As Amigo dribbles out of bounds, but he's going to contend that he should have got fouled.
It's a great anticipation from Winston right here. Knowing that he's going to try to go baseline, just literally stuck him out of bounds.
Hesitates on the 3, now getting it to Zaisev. Amigo hand in the cookie jar, commits the foul. Not a great one, but certainly out of some frustration. The referees get him to calm down a little bit. Jet guarded by Kyle. Barely hanging on to it, now spins. Landlord with the deep 3, missing off the backboard. They're gonna call it off the Braves. Up by 3, 2:05 left. Looks like the Braves will challenge the call. Kind of taking advantage of a little bit of a break. Setting up a play for number 0, Lai Tingun.
Okay, so you bring it up. 接下去，你们2个会被抵赖，一定会被抵赖。那这个5号可以选择这样的开后门，或者是上中给这边开后门，稍微上来一点。OK， 我们的球吗？
They'll stay with the Kings. The fourth quarter, I don't think we've seen Michael Singletary at all.
We have not.
That's kind of the pressure that 2 centers the Kings will do to you. Well, that was the Brave chance to get Lai Tingun in the game. No subs for the Kings. We had it happen a lot last year with Zhou You're playing fourth quarter minutes, and Coach Rogers saying, I'm trying to develop him just in that final frame with all the minutes he's playing. Welsh doubled, gets it out. Kyle taking the 3, leaving it short. Kings getting rebound, but blocked shot. They got out of bounds near us. Cross matchup, Amigo left open, his three, yes!
And that's what we're looking for. The battle we've all been dreaming for.
Jet with the three, but there's a loose ball foul underneath. That time again, Zaisev, lowest man on defense, kind of getting mixed up there, guarding the wrong players, I guess. Not that it's his fault, that's just the nature of their defense. Amigo looks like he's called for the foul. His third personal. Beast hits the first free throw.
The value of Amigo. Despite struggling all game, only shooting 2 for 8 from behind the arc. When his team needed him the most, he showed up.
Kings up by 4 now. This time they swapped the double screen. Nothing opens up yet. Another switch. Amigo off the backside will be a turnover. Now he's asking for a possible challenge. Well, the referee's assuring him it bounced off the back of the backboard.
It sure seemed like it.
Can I review? Can I review?
Coach Marchand, you can hear him. Can I review?
Yeah.
If it's out of bounds, he can. And we got another review. So Amigo with 18 points. That's second on the team to Welsh. Meanwhile, on the Brave side, East's 15 points, being the 4th Brave to score in double digits.
One thing really has to be acknowledged, and it's that the Braves has ramped up their defensive efforts in the 4th quarter, forcing 6 turnovers in the fourth quarter alone.
Looks like the challenge is successful as the ball bounced off of Zaisev's hand to hit the backside of the backboard. And critically, the Kings keep that timeout. So they'll inbound from the baseline. Only 3.6 left on the clock. Amigo from the wing. He hits another three. Timeout by the Braves.
And that's what he does. That's what he does. You know, even back in his SBL days, or even his tenure in the CBA, he's always had that reputation of, you know, having the ability to take that last shot. He has that clutch gene.
But just like that, now up to 21 points. And a much more respectable 3 for 9 from three-point range. This is the last Braves timeout. They do have their 30-second timeout that they can utilize down the stretch. Currently on the game, 19 to 18 in terms of second chance points for the Braves, just by 1.
进或不进，防守请你全上啊！走一次封顶，来加油！喂。
Amigo, part-time assistant at Zenza University. Being the step-up guy in the big moments, also out of Fubon University. Proud representative of the Ame tribe down the east coast of Taiwan. There's his line, 21 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Braves will inbound from the front court. Michael Singletary's back in. Fired early with a 3. Getting his own rebound. Now Jet from the corner. Another scramble for the rebound. Steven and lighting in on it. Another Braves possession. And Jet with a bad miss now. Beasting for a rebound. In the scramble mode, it's going to be a foul in the corner. Really aggressive back and forth there, as for some reason Beast goes hang out with the Kings bench. Another look at that one.
You know, this game's got a really playoff vibe to it. As the defense ramp up their intensity, the refs also started swallowing their whistles. And I think it's pretty apparent.
Now the referees initiate this review. 33 seconds left. The Braves have multiple chances, but Jet unable to hit those outside threes. And we'll say it's a 2-point try. Not really helping the Braves' case. His toe was on the line. We did get ball up top, but I also saw a hand check with the left hand too.
Right.
In any case, it's Michael Singletary, 2 shots. Go with the first. Sitting all of the fourth quarter till that last sequence of possessions. There was a lot of shots in there. It's 1 of 2, and KJ will come in for Steven. Michael Singletary commits the loose ball foul. They did have 1 to give, but somehow DeAndre Liggins ended up all the way to the bleachers. And now they're going to review it. Michael Singletary does have 4 special fouls. At 6 would be an automatic 1-game suspension.
It would be a travesty if Mike fouled there before the ball was inbounded.
He got 18 points and 13 rebounds. Would only be his 2nd personal foul, but of course the severity of the foul, the big question, because 6-point game. It's only 2 stops and 2 baskets from tying it up. And it's an unsportsmanlike foul.
He vehemently disagreed.
So indeed, ball wasn't out when the foul was committed.
It sure does look like a foul. Liggins put on a little sauce on it in terms of acting, but it was a foul.
He's short with his first. Could be an all-local lineup as Zogori is about to check in. 1 of 2. Now he'll be joined by Zaitsev. Now with a 7-point lead, a 3 could ice it. Now Lighting commits the foul. So they're gonna play the foul game, but a couple made free throws will end it. I'm just doing the math here, 30 seconds, 3 or 4 possessions, big difference. Lee Kai-yin at the line, hitting the fortunate bounce there. Can't make it 10 points on the afternoon yet, as 30-second timeout by the Braves. Only spend 3.5 seconds for the rebound.
Cal low-key is on a triple-double watch. He has 10 points, 8 boards, and 8 assists. But I think somehow his performance, his contribution to the, his team has not really shown on the stats. All the offensive rebounds that he had, all the hustle plays that, he made, really made a difference.
Indeed, 4 out of the 8 are on the offensive end. He's also kept his turnovers in check, only 2. 13 overall by the Kings, 11 by the Braves. So relative to the league average, a disciplined performance by both teams taking care of the basketball. Winston and Landlord talking things over. Braves line up on the stack. Jet, Beast, nobody open until Zaitsev. Now a 3 by Jet. And Beast missing the putback. Another foul and made shots here, game over. Not a lot of sense of urgency on that inbound play. See the fatigue kind of working against the Braves now. But another miss by Kyle. Kings looking at possible 3-game winning streak. As Quincy Davis fights for another opportunity. Now the Kings are going to play keep away. Shot clock violation. So we'll need to reset the game real quick. That's the final buzzer. 107-99 for the Kings. And the hero down the stretch, none other than Amigo, number 6. Playing almost 20 years of pro basketball. Still doing it at an extremely high level. Third highest scorer in the game. Made him when they counted. Six for 17 overall field goal percentage. But down the stretch in the fourth quarter, 8 points, 2 of 5. It's where it mattered.
You know, prior to the game, we talked about Braves being a team-oriented team. And I feel like this game, they haven't really shown that. They didn't really show us their strength. They have 4 players.
Asked about 2 critical threes down the stretch.
其实因为2颗好像都时间都快到了嘛，那其实就是也没有想那么多，那就是按照教练团的战术去执行嘛。那当然
Amigo giving credit to the team for executing down the stretch.
在防守方面的时候对我比较严厉，那当然就是也没有想那么多了。
But not much thought goes behind it. Now asked about reacting to the crowd and cheering them on after a long stint on the road.
对啊，那自己的表现其实一开赛其实也不是说很理想，那也是经过大家互相鼓励，然后互相。
So Amigo mentioning a lot of positivity in their practices to keep playing hard and keep playing smart down the stretch. Now asked about the matchup with Beast. Both of those guys, Aboriginal players.
在台湾的不管是能力啊，还是整个带动篮球的一个风气。
Amigo giving credit to Beast for his place in the Taiwan basketball lore and how happy it is that they can keep up their high level of play.
年轻球员跟所有现在的球迷也都非常的幸运。
Well, thanks to Amigo for joining our post-game coverage. We'll go to another break before wrapping things up from Xinchuang, where the Kings are victorious. April will be the busiest month of the Plus League season, but first, the last weekend of Sanyang Burang. Coach Chen Ziwei and Eddie Zhang Yaozong on the Mandarin commentary. 谢谢球迷朋友的收看. This game the Kings role players really stepped up in a big way. We had minutes down the stretch from Steven, KJ got into the flow and mixed things up. Yang Xinjun was in there as well. But like we mentioned before coming out, really good overall team game where the hustle really played the most important role.
Right. I thought the Braves came into the fourth quarter with a really, really good game plan. You know, they started playing a lot of press defense. They forced a lot of turnovers from the Kings, but on the offensive end, they weren't able to convert those open shots, and I think that really, really hurt them.
Down the stretch in the fourth quarter, the Kings were able to hit 5 threes and turn the ball over 7 times, so they do have some things to correct before tomorrow's game.
That's right.
And that game will be a Pilots here at Kings, but tonight will be the Dreamers against the Steelers. I'm looking at my watch. That'll take place in about 8 minutes. So fans, if you're on the YouTube channel, switch over to that Mandarin broadcast. Tomorrow, the Pilots will take on the Kings, and the Lioneers will head down to the Steelers for their last matchup on the season. So the Braves end their winning streak at 7. Still a rather strong team, but they do need to make some corrections based on how tonight's game went. So on behalf of Kai and our Mandarin broadcasters, the 6 teams in the league, and our league office, we thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.